So, according to you, because you use LinkedIn so much, so according to you, what is a mistake that people make while using LinkedIn when they're looking for a job? Hi, good afternoon to you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, ma'am. How about you, ma'am?
I'm doing fine too. Thanks for asking.
That's nice to know, ma'am.
How how's your day coming along so far?
Yeah, it's going well, ma'am. I just woke up at around 11:30,
Mm-hmm.
and
I know.
I had a session with another tutor in the Clapingo.
How did it go?
Yeah, it goes well. It went well, ma'am.
All right, that's nice to know. Now, what do you want to do in today's session?
Mm, uh, Today's topic is little bit very different, ma'am. Like I never tried myself to giving like a news reporter. So shall we discuss about social media, ma'am?
Why the choice of social media?
Because last session I discussed about something different topic, ma'am, with the other tutors. So social media is one of the interesting topic actually to discuss.
One of the interesting topics, whenever you say one off, it is always supposed to be plural because you're talking about one out of many.
Yeah, one of the important topics. So that's the reason.
Okay, all right. Which all social media platforms do you use?
I'm more active in several social media platforms, ma'am. The first one is YouTube. I upload videos on YouTube, so I am very much active in YouTube. And I am very much active in LinkedIn, ma'am. I'm a USIT recruiter by profession. So my daily task is to connect with the new candidates all over the USA, and I try to provide job opportunities for them. Like I work as a HR in the India, like for US people.
All
So
right.
I use LinkedIn very frequently. And yeah, social media also I have account, and Instagram also have account, Telegram. Yeah, almost everywhere I have account, but mostly I use YouTube and LinkedIn, ma'am.
Okay. So, according to you, because you use LinkedIn so much, so according to you, what is a mistake that people make while using LinkedIn when they're looking for a job?
Okay. Yeah, first of all, ma'am, they didn't
They,
optimize their profile, ma'am. That
they
doesn't.
don't. Simple present tense. They don't.
Yeah, they don't optimize their LinkedIn profile, ma'am. So whenever you are applying for an opportunity, ma'am, it should be crystal clear. First of all, your experiences should be mentioned there, and the responsibilities and roles what you did in the previous company, it should be mentioned very clearly, and it should be up to the point only, ma'am. It's not very high. Like suppose if you are writing over, it's not going to impact well. Also if you are writing little bit less, it is also not going to affect much for the other person who is watching the your profile. And apart from that, ma'am, uh, they are not able to give proper details. For example, ma'am, there are some feature options are available in LinkedIn. Suppose they must add their especially their updated resume there. Whenever you are looking for an opportunity, you must go for open to work. There is an option called open to work. There you clearly mention what kind of roles you are looking out for, and what are the places you are looking out for. So everything should be crystal clear. And apart from that, ma'am, what I feel that uh, whenever you are looking for a new opportunity, if you are not able to find the opportunities at that particular time, I suggest that please go to LinkedIn Learning. there is a application called LinkedIn Learning. It's a inbuilt application by the LinkedIn only, ma'am. So they provide some certifications, courses. Suppose if you are a HR, there are some HR courses. If you are a recruiter, there are recruiter courses. For different people, they have some different courses are available. So they must go through the courses and they must gain some certifications, and they must add them in their profile, like in the certification place, and they can add in the future place as well. So it looks very impactful to the people. And apart from that, ma'am, whenever you are looking for any opportunity, so posting something is very important, and sharing that to as many as people, so that they can like your post, they can comment on your post, they can refer to other people. So there are many other benefits are there by posting one job, by posting on LinkedIn. Apart from that, one more thing is very important, ma'am. Whenever, suppose ma'am, you are in a particular field, because there are different fields are there, ma'am. Suppose you are in a MNC field, so you need to connect with a lot of HRs in your field. Suppose you
I
are
need to
working
connect with.
HRs, human resource. So whenever we connect with a lot of human resource people, so they will get to know when you are putting yourself in a open to work, or you are posting something in your LinkedIn. So that is very important, ma'am, for a candidate to get placed with a good company in a less time. This is my
Uh,
experience.
Now, what do you dislike about LinkedIn as a platform which is so widely used? What do you dislike about it?
I think there is nothing dislikes or something like that from the LinkedIn, ma'am, because that is the one of the very important tool for a candidate, ma'am. For example, if you are living in India, how Aadhaar card is very important to identify you. The same way, if you are in a job like in the market, it's going to be very helpful for you, like a Aadhaar card. Suppose without LinkedIn, ma'am, there is no way we cannot find a candidate. Like there is no any other ways, like where he worked and what is his experiences. Other social media platforms may distract you, ma'am, but this will give you lot of opportunities, especially for candidates who are looking for a job also, or somebody who is having their own business also. It will give you the leads as well, like the you can directly run your own business by there is another option called providing services. There you can work like start your own business also.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no any dislikes as such I saw in the LinkedIn, ma'am. It's one of the important tool for every candidate.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Absolutely. Again, one of the most important tools.
tools. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Um, Again, you said that it is a post that doesn't distract anybody. I personally see a lot of negative impact of LinkedIn also. Because every time on LinkedIn, people are posting, as soon as you open LinkedIn, because the nature of the platform such, people are posting about their achievements, about their growth. So somebody who may not be in a great phase of their life, LinkedIn can be really bumming down. Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to tell you there is an option, ma'am. Like I know about everything about the LinkedIn, ma'am. Almost,
I
I
know.
explored a lot. So there is an option, ma'am. There are two different things are available in LinkedIn, ma'am. First thing is followers. Second is connections, ma'am. Okay. Suppose if you are feeling that you don't want to see other person's achievements, or you don't want to disturb yourself by all of the other notifications, others notifications, then you can do one thing, ma'am. You can unfollow all the candidates. When you
Oh, okay.
yeah, if you are unfollowing them now, ma'am, you cannot see any notifications. And there is a one more thing, ma'am. Yes, this is one of the good question you asked me, ma'am. Like whenever we see a lot of notifications in our mobile, it will be always distract. It will distract us a lot. Yes, from
Mm-hmm.
our work. So yeah, it's not only LinkedIn, ma'am. For any application in our mobile, we can directly off the notification. We can deny all the notifications. So definitely you cannot get any notifications. If you don't want any notifications in your LinkedIn also, then you can just unfollow them. Then you will never get any notification from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's
All
all
right.
about if you are following someone, then you will get the notifications from that person. Yeah.
Right, right, okay. But do you think it is something that people should do? Because a lot of times when you see what others are doing, it gives you an idea of what you could also do. So,
Yes,
so do
ma'am.
you think should people mute that notification, in your opinion?
It depends on person to person, ma'am. Suppose if a person want to learn more, so if he is connecting with the same industry people, some who is superior than him or her, then it will be helpful for them. Like what are the most advanced tools are there in that particular field, tools, or what are the important things they can get to know. If they don't want, it's their choice. It's all about our choices, ma'am. And yes.
All right. One thing I have to quickly, first of all, bring to your notice: you use one off a lot. Okay, the word one
Okay.
off, you use it a lot. The problem is that you're using it a lot, second inappropriately.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're supposed to do is you try to minimize your use of it because it's not even required to be said any in a lot of places. One of is used only when you're referring to one thing out of many. Okay,
Yeah.
for example, you ask, "Ma'am, what you said is one of good questions." No, it's not. You're not talking about one of many good questions. You're just talking about my question, which is good. So you can simply say, "Ma'am, you have asked a good question." Simple.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Suppose I ask something which is common. You say it is one of the most commonly asked questions.
Okay.
Okay. There also it would be plural. Okay. One of the questions, because you're talking again about one out of many commonly asked questions.
Yes. I saw actually this is under subject and verb agreement, ma'am. I saw there, but I haven't remember.
No, 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 no. It's not
Ma'am.
subject verb agreements. The subject verb agreement is different. It is if I say phone drops, because we're talking about one phone, because phone is singular, so drop will be plural. So phone drops.
Yeah.
Imagine there were two phones. Let's imagine this bottle was a phone. So phones drop.
Drop.
Two phones,
Yes.
that's why drop.
Drop.
Okay, but
Yes.
one of is not subject verb agreement. It is
Yeah.
just you're saying it is one of my friends is a doctor, which means I have many friends, one of them is a doctor. It is not subject verb agreement.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, you have a very great knowledge of grammar. I will take one more session with you, ma'am. That's completely grammar. Please explain all of my viewers also entire grammar, like some advanced sentence structures, ma'am.
I would you come with doubts and I will explain to you. So whenever you have a session with me, come with your doubts also in future.
Okay, ma'am. Something related to entire grammar session. I'll book one more session, ma'am. And next week, this week, I already scheduled all the sessions.
Yes,
So,
but
yeah.
whenever you book it, but come with your doubts. Prepare your doubts. When you come with doubts, no, then you learn more also.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, okay. Now, what we worked on so far is simple present tense, okay, where you were just talking about what you do, about how what usually happens on LinkedIn. So all of this was spoken in simple present tense, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to work on your past tense. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So for past tense, all right. Okay. So okay. Now for past tense, I want you to share a story with me. The story
Okay.
can be anything. It can be story of a movie. It can be story of something that happened with you. Anything would work.
Yes, ma'am. Last week, I saw a movie, ma'am. a movie name called Kushi, uh, which is
A movie called?
Kushi name. Yeah,
Okay.
Kushi. So the hero, the one of the most famous hero, ma'am, in Telugu cinema industry. His name is Vijay Devarakonda. Okay, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, uh, this was one of the best movies I saw in my career, ma'am. Like this movie tells us about how living relationships are um, is very important, like in our career. And basically, ma'am, in this movie, the two families are in a very different phase. The girl side family is completely devotional side, and the boys side family is completely like you can say, ma'am, like they don't trust on god or something. They are like Gnostic, you know, ma'am, something like Gnostic. So the two different people love each other, and they enter into living relationship, and they marry, and they face some issues later. They solve them. uh, so that was one of my good feeling after
It
watching
was
that
it
movie.
again. It was a good feeling. Simple.
Yeah,
Just say
it
it was
was a
a
good
good
feeling.
feeling.
Yeah. Ma'am, have you seen any uh, like improvement in my grammar, ma'am? It's been 1 week, I think, to 10 days. We had a session.
Right. See again, because it was 10 days, so I remember meeting you, but I don't remember exactly what the mistakes were. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. But I'm just focusing, ma'am. Like I'm not trying to use much was. I remember you said that in the last session.
Sorry.
You said that I'm using was a lot in the discussion. Like every time
Uh, See,
was.
then that hasn't happened. But this time, one off is something you're using a lot because
Yeah.
there's a replacement.
Yeah, actually, I remember that rule, ma'am. You told that was is used for only continuous things, like something is going continuous from the past, like was playing or was eating, like that. And apart from that, something related to the nature, like something about our human nature, or something related to that behavior or nature. You told the two simple rules.
Mm-hmm. No, no.
Yeah.
See, it was is used again when you put ing somewhere, and
Yes.
it is used when you're talking about who you are, where you are. Like I was sad, I was busy, state of being.
Yeah, yeah, state of being, right. I just forgot that. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But right now we're focusing on past again, because see, one of is something you need to remove. You just said, it was one of the feelings. It was one of the good feelings. No, it was a good feeling. Simple.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um, Continuing. Again, the story. I was hoping you could tell it in more detail, the Vijay Deverakonda story. But let's do something else. Why don't you tell me about how was your experience when you started out as an HR? What were the challenges? Let's start from there.
I haven't got you, ma'am. Can you please repeat it, ma'am?
Uh, yes, when you started out as an HR, what was your experience? What were the challenges you faced?
Okay. Yes. So basically, I'm not a HR, ma'am. I'm a US IT recruiter, which means I work for US clients in the USA only. Like I recruit people in USA, and I submit them for US clients. So when they got interview, I'll deal with them. If they get offer also, I'll deal with everything in the USA only from Hyderabad, but I'm work as a offshore. I'm working from offshore office. Yes. So for this particular opportunity, for HRs, ma'am, when I started my career as a USIT recruiter, ma'am, I was faced a lot of problems actually. The first problem, ma'am, understanding the US accent. Okay, ma'am. So I used to talk with a lot of US candidates every day. So I am not habitual to that accent. So I faced a little bit of issue in my earlier stage. Apart from that, ma'am, uh, when you are working as a USIT recruiter, ma'am, it's very, very important that you need to know the time zones. That was one of the biggest confusion, ma'am. In USA, it's not like India. There is not a one single time zone is available. They have four different time zones, ma'am. Majorly, they follow four different time zones. Basically, they have six time zones. They,
Yes.
yeah. Yes. So the time zones varies from one place to another place. So it is one of the difficult tasks to remember which country, which particular
No, correct.
state
It's not
in
one
the
of the difficult tasks. Make that sentence again.
uh, like uh, there are a lot
It
of
was a difficult task. Simple. It was a difficult task.
yeah, it was a difficult task for me, not only for me, everyone, those who enter into USIT recruiter. That is the first time we saw that different time zones. Apart from that, ma'am, here when we are working as a USIT recruiter, ma'am, it's here timing is very, very important, ma'am. It's very crucial actually, I want to say, because you need to convey your point in a very less time. You will get very less time, like 1 to 2 minutes, ma'am. If you are unable to convey your point, like what is the reason for your call or what is the purpose, then the other person will directly disconnect your call. So it's very, very important to grasp the attention of the other person. So these are the some challenges I faced, ma'am, but I encountered it and I got a good offers as well. I got some bonuses as well in my previous company. Yeah.
Hmm. That is wonderful. Um, all right then. Well spoken. We've reached the last 2 minutes of the conversation, so I quickly want to check with you first. Do you have any doubt? Is there anything that you want to ask? You want to learn from me?
uh, yes, ma'am. Actually, I want to know, ma'am, how to improve the grammar, ma'am. Uh, s- like, uh, yeah, somewhat I am focusing, ma'am, like whatever I'm making the mistakes. Uh, but if I want to focus more on grammar, like what to do, ma'am, and especially vocabulary and grammar. Yeah, I want to know.
See, one thing at a time is what I say. Um, so starting with like today, we focused on the first time when we met, when which you also just mentioned, we focused on past tense,
Past tense,
right?
yes.
Yeah. This session we focused on present tense. So this way you are improving your grammar. To improve your grammar, you don't have to sit with grammar topic. Okay, you just have to
Okay,
speak in a certain way. So today we worked on a simple present tense. Last time we worked on a past tense. So now you focus, you decide, okay, which every time, if I have 25 minutes in my session, I need to focus on all tenses particularly. So in the last 6 7 minutes of the session, I will tell a story in past tense. So that through that
okay.
I will be able to practice my past tense. In the beginning, I have to tell something in present tense. So that way you will be able to work on these core tenses, and whatever the mistakes will be, we'll correct for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
and one more important thing, ma'am. Like I want to know how to improve the vocabulary, ma'am. Like I read a lot of books, ma'am, in my career, and I am also reading right now. Few books are there in my list. So, ma'am, when I read any new book, there is a lot of new vocabulary come. There are the advanced vocabulary words. Unfortunately, I'm unable to use them in my regular conversations, which is not
So
useful
it's
also. Yes.
common. It's common
Yeah.
and it's absolutely okay. Because there are when sometimes when I also read books, there are many times when I'm not able to understand a few words. But that time because I'm reading a book, I let it go, I understand the context and I continue. And it will always happen with the books that you're reading. That's why I suggest that when you're starting to learn or when you're trying to enhance your vocabulary, don't focus on reading books, but instead on listening. So listen to interviews, check out people's interviews, and listen to podcasts. That is more important. In that context, you'll be able to understand better. Because a lot of times the words which are written in books, those aren't words that we even use for general conversation.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Last time also you helped me a lot, and this time definitely, ma'am. Next time I'll come up with a good plan for entire 25 minutes full-fledged package.
Please do,
Yes.
please.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you so much for
All
your
right.
help, ma'am. And it's a wonderful session after long days.
Likewise.
Like,
Likewise. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day.
bye, ma'am.